Welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie we're going to be talking about is Leviticus. Let's get right into it. Horror movies. 2026 horror movies. This is probably going to go down as one of the greatest years for horror movie. Not only with movie of the year called Obsession. God bless Obsession. Not only with the Backrooms. God bless Backrooms. But we have another great horror movie. That being Leviticus. Let's get right into it. I'll go right off the bat. I don't think this movie's for everybody. I think if you are very open minded and you're willing to give the movie a chance, I think the movie tells a great story, and the horror on top of it. Not only does it add on to it, but I feel like it does it so well. Let me get right into like the things I kind of disliked. I didn't like that the whole demon thing was kind of like patched or kind of like nerfed, because like the thing was scary. The thing was very like ominous. It didn't need to explain itself. But like by the time you get to its first kill, you wonder how the other two main characters survive for so long. And I feel like that's maybe not my biggest gripe in the movie, but I definitely see like where they had a lot more opportunities to not only kill him, but they really didn't take that. That being said, there's a lot in this movie that I feel like they did very well. The story, the acting, they did fucking phenomenal. The whole premise of the movie, I like the subtleness of the movie, where not only do the parents or the whole small community, where it's very tight knit, very religious community, sees these boys and they almost look at them with disgust. Like they can't like stand them. They can't even look at them in their face because they don't see them the same. And when the characters have to ask for help, even when they ask for help, they don't take them serious. So the characters are left to rely on themselves. And that being said, the characters, when they're trying to figure out who the fuck, if the person right next to them is the real person or the fake version of them, dude, there's a lot of times in that movie where it's like, come on, bro, it's fake. It's a fake. But it ends up being real, and it's such a nice mix. I feel like in this movie, when you're watching it, it's like, fuck, like, is it real? Is it not? There's this tense situation. And the whole, like, I like a movie that doesn't just portray the main character as a good person, but portrays the main character as someone who's also conflicted like a normal human. Like, they're not perfect, they make mistakes. And I think they do it very well in this movie, where Name is such an incredible character that's told very well. But also Ryan, a conflicted character who doesn't really understand who he is. I think that they should have touched a lot more base on the fact that I feel like they based their relationship a lot more on looks for each other, and a lot more of like, oh, they became closer. They did by the end of the movie, but I didn't think they understood each other to the point where they would love each other. But the ending was done very well. And I feel like when you watch it and you understand, I think it's because I don't want to spoil it, but I think that they was a great wrap up. It was a great way for them to not only understand like the trials ahead, but the acceptance of it. That's all I'm gonna say. Great movie. I will say, if you are open minded, this is like an 8 out of 10 movie. It's a very nice movie, very great horror movie. It's not better than Obsession, but it's a great movie. I think if you are not open minded and you're like bitter about it, I don't know why you'd be bitter about it. It's like a 7 out of 10. But then again, great movie. Don't take your children though. Stay safe.